Yes, my people, I am back to review this weekend's games in the Premier League. An amazing weekend for me, a great weekend for all Arsenal fans. We went to the summit of the table. We're top of the league, and I hope we stick to it this time. Let's run through every single game that was played this weekend, and let's see how I did with my predictions. Kicking off with the first game of the weekend, the game ended 1-1, and I predicted 2-2. Very educated guess by me. Honestly, I'm not even surprised. I knew that this was going to be a tough game. I had a feeling, I wasn't certain, but it was a very educated guess. I had a feeling that both attack would cancel each other out. And Haaland started the game off with a goal. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold equalized. I thought it was a very tight game. So much quality on display. Bernardo Silva, oh my God, he was just getting lost. That guy, I think, is a very underrated player. He doesn't get all the respect he does because he's not amongst the goals, not among the assists, but what he does on the football field, I don't think a lot of players do. And he's absolutely incredible. Mo Salah, McAllister, I thought that Salah didn't have the best game, but he always finds a way to get his stats up. He got the assist for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Haaland scoring the first goal, like I said, and Trent equalizing late in the game. Very good game. Also, very good defensive display from both defenses. I thought they did well. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Doku had him on toast almost all game. But he didn't really make any error, and he scored the equalizing goal. A great result for me, exactly what I wanted. And yeah, 1 point to me for this one. And the next game, West Ham versus Burnley. Man, I got this game, I think, exactly right. What did I predict? Yeah, I said 2-1 West Ham. The game ended 2-1 to West Ham. But it hurt me. It hurt me. And to lose the game like that. Burnley is struggling this season. Vincent Kompany is struggling this season as the manager of Burnley. I had a feeling they were going to lose this game, but not like that. They were leading up until the 85th minute mark, I believe. And then they lost the game at home 2-1 with almost the last kick of the game. Very painful. I like Kompany. I've always said it that I like him as a manager, and I wish him well. I don't want him to go down. I don't want him to get fired. But he's flirting with relegation and getting fired now. It's just not looking good. You have to start finding a way to get the results. But it's not working for him at the moment. But I got that right. 2-1 to West Ham against Burnley. The next game, Luton Town versus Crystal Palace. Oh my goodness, I got this one wrong. I called it, what did I call? I think I called a draw. I called a draw. I said 1-1, but Luton actually won 2-1 to my surprise. I think this is one of the two games that I got. I think I got 3 games wrong this weekend. I think this is the first one of them. 2-1. Luton beat Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, Michael Olise, my Nigerian boy who is not going to play for Nigeria, sadly, scoring a banger. But Luton, they dug this one out. They fought for this win. They really wanted this win. I think it was their first home win in the Premier League in their history. Remember, it's their first ever season in the Premier League. So I'm very happy for them. I'm happy I got this one wrong. Crystal Palace, I like, but they need to figure themselves out. They need to start winning games. One of the best players, the Beretiers, also got injured in this game, which is sad for them. I don't know how long he's out for, but they need to keep Michael Olise fit and Beretiers to have a very good season. They need 2 of their best players on form and fit. They need to figure it out. Oh my goodness. Newcastle-Chelsea. What a result for Newcastle. Such a disappointing result for Chelsea fans. I tried to take away my bias when I review the weekend games. They lost 4-1 after 2 good results off the bounce for Chelsea. I think 3 good results. And then they just capitulated at St. James Park. I knew they were going to lose, but not 4-1. It was an absolute destruction. Reece James losing his head, getting sent off. Then they're going to miss him for a game. It just looked like Chelsea weren't on it this weekend. They just weren't on it. And I heard Mario Pochettino, he was clearly and audibly disappointed with his players. But I'm not too mad about it. But yeah, Newcastle destroyed them 4-1, and I predicted 1-0. So I got the win, but I didn't get the exact scoreline right. But yeah, 4-1 to Newcastle. Next game is Nottingham Forest versus Brighton. I predicted 2-1 to Brighton to get the win, but the game ended 3-2 to Brighton. I got the result right. I didn't get the scoreline correct. I didn't watch this game. I didn't even watch the highlights at all. It's one of those games that didn't catch my eye at all. But I'm happy to know that I still got the result right. Sheffield United versus Bournemouth. And now I think this is the game that I'm most proud of getting right. I didn't just get the result right. I got the scoreline right. I knew it was going to end 1-3 to Bournemouth. And the game ended 1-3. Bournemouth losing again. Sheffield United losing again, I had a feeling that this was going to be, I would fire the Sheffield United manager right now. No manager has been fired all season, not yet at least, and I think that's good. That's good. We've been clamoring for more patience for coaches since, especially the ones that just get promoted. They got promoted for a reason. They know the team well enough. The players are fighting for them, but I think this Sheffield United manager is just, it's just not happening for him. And his team is not very good. They don't have a lot of quality in the team. From back to front, they don't have enough quality. And I expected them to lose this game. I'm just proud of myself for getting it exactly right. 3-1 to Bournemouth. To the last game of Saturday, my boys, I already put out a video. Arsenal winning 1-0. I had predicted 2-0. I'm happy we got, what did I say? Brentford, Arsenal. My game, I already put out a video to review that game. But Arsenal winning 1-0, I predicted 2-0. And very tough place to go. So I'm just happy we came out victorious and we got the 3 points that sent us up to the top of the league. On to Saturday, Tottenham versus Aston Villa. What was my prediction for this game? I said 2-1 to Villa. I said Villa was going to beat Tottenham away from home 2-1. And it's exactly the score. 2-1 to Aston Villa. I knew it. With the amount of injuries and the players who are suspended for Tottenham, I knew that they wouldn't win this game. I'm not a fan of Spurs, but I had a feeling with Unai Emery and his boys flying, I just knew that they'll come out victorious, and they won the game 2-1. With the Spurs had 3 goals ruled out for offside. Son scoring a hat-trick of offside goals. Insane. I've never seen anything like that before. It just felt like bad luck for Tottenham, but Aston Villa, I thought, were what's the word I'm looking for? It's not easy to play away from home at all in the Premier League. And to go to White Hart Lane, especially a team that has been flying this season, they've been top for the most part of this season. But to win there is incredible. And I think they deserved it. Watching the highlights again, I just thought that Aston Villa did enough to win the game. And yeah, Spurs were a little unlucky to not get at least a draw. But hey, it's the Premier League. If you don't take your chances, if you're offside for all of your chances, you get nothing. And that's exactly what happened to Tottenham. So Aston Villa winning that game 2-1. I got that absolutely correct. Everton versus Manchester United. This one I was way, way off. I expected Everton to, after getting 10 points deducted, I wanted them to come out fighting and defeat Manchester United. But they actually lost the game. 3-0. They lost by 3-0 at home. I had predicted 2-1 to Everton. I was so wrong. I'm not going to waste too much time with that one. Congratulations to Manchester United and the boys. I guess they're fighting for the manager again. Yeah, Everton, I hope they can bounce back because I don't want them to get relegated. They're such an old, they have so much history in the Premier League. It'll be a shame to see them go down to the Champions League. So I hope that they can bounce back and, stay. And for the last game of the weekend, Fulham versus Wolves, my boy Iwobi shining. I got this game wrong, but I'm okay with that. I predicted 1-1. I thought it was going to be a draw, but Fulham coming out victorious in this one. Watching the game, it just seemed like they wanted to win. They are off of so many negative results for Fulham, and they just needed this win. Even they went in front 3 times in this match. They scored the first goal, they equalized. Scored the second, Wolves equalized. Scored the third, and they actually held on. And it just seemed like at 2-2, they did not settle. I thought they were going to just calm down, at least take 1 point. But they kept going. They got a late penalty. Willian, who scored 2 goals in this game, stepped up and scored the winning goal. He's such a big player, isn't he? Big character. And you can see the confidence every time he stepped up to take those 2 penalties. My boy Iwobi, Sean, I thought he was the man of the match, but obviously they'll give it to Willian, who scored 2 goals. Iwobi opening up the play. It's been lost to a lot of this commentary during the game. They always talk about how, it was good play on the left. But if you watch the first goal, Iwobi actually took the ball from the right, drove into the middle, and then sent it over, then ran into the box and anticipated the cross coming in. And then he scored the goal. It was great play on the left, don't get me wrong. But Iwobi starting that play and to finish it with the goal, I thought it was immense. And also something I noticed, he played 3 positions in this game. Started the game on the right wing. In the second half, they took Pereira off, moved him to the center, where I thought he played the best, even though he scored when he was playing on the right. Took Willian off, and he went to the left. I think he's a manager's dream, a player that can play 3 positions effectively in one game. Happy to see my boy shining. Happy to see my boy winning. And yeah, that's my roundup for the game this weekend. I did absolutely amazing with my predictions. I got 3 games wrong, only 3 games out of 7, out of 10, I mean. So 7 games correct. I'm okay with that. Like, subscribe, share. Champions League week. I'll be back after the Arsenal game. Take care, guys. God bless.